welcome back to the Lightspeed Social Agency YouTube channel. I'm your host, as always, Cody Owen, and I wanted to first welcome you to our redesigned studio space. I'm very excited about how things are coming together. These lights are temporary for now, kind of grabbed from other places around the house. I've got some that Paul Jameson from the Green Industry Podcast recommended to me because I was out there working on a marketing course with him that'll be coming soon. And so I've got those coming in the mail, but I wanted to go ahead and get set up, get things started. So let's just dive right in. Today we're going to be talking about pay for performance. Now, the kind of written definition that we have for pay for performance here at Lightspeed that's in our blog this week is pay for performance is a compensation program that pays your employees based on their performance on each job. The most common strategy is to pay employees a percentage from each job they complete. Pay for performance solves a huge problem in any industry that works on selling the hourly labor of employees. My kind of mentor in the green industry always talked about the idea that, you don't sell lawn care, you don't sell treatments, you're selling time, right? You're selling units of time. And so the biggest thing here is that what we need to do in the traditional setup where you're paying an employee hourly, their incentive is aligned toward things taking as long as possible, right? Their incentive is built around, kind of dragging their feet. There's no incentive to move faster because you literally get punished if you move faster. You make less money to do the same amount of work if you move quickly. It's not great for the employee to move quickly because then it's money out of their pocket to work faster. But on the business's side, the more efficient an employee is, the more money the business makes. So the incentive of the business is to encourage efficiency. And what you end up with a lot of times is a system that feels really oppressive to employees that's beating them down and demanding that they work faster. And what you end up with is really damaged morale from that. And what pay for performance lets us do is align the incentives of the business with the incentives of the employees. So let's kind of talk through some of the big benefits here. Aside from that huge mindset shift in your employees to be aligned with the incentives of the business, this is going to reduce time wasted on the job, obviously. It's going to reduce the need to check up on employees and be driving efficiency because you've set their incentive to be, they get paid more by working faster. And it's going to get employees, just like I just said, excited about working faster and providing higher quality. And that's where we want these two goals to come together, because what you end up doing when you're rewarding speed and efficiency, you can have quality start to be cut. So you want to have some sort of check there on monitoring quality, making sure customers are still deeply satisfied with your service while also, really rewarding efficiency. Now, what we should talk about here is who should do this, right? But before I talk you through what I believe about who should do it, make sure that you have liked the video if it's helpful so far, giving you some good ideas there about aligning those incentives, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. This is the kind of content we put out here, really actionable stuff for your business. So if this will help you grow your lawn care and landscaping business, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. Okay, so the people in the business you should not use it for are your office staff, right? It's really hard to find. Efficiency of answering the phone is a hard thing to track and reward. So I would not recommend implementing this with your office staff. They should just be paid an hourly wage that's consistent. But I think almost any green industry business can benefit from some form of pay for performance. If it's like bonuses tied to this, I think that you get a more daily interaction with it and people consciously thinking about it when it's tied to how much they make that day. Right? If I can affect this next paycheck, that is much more of an incentive to me than thinking about a quarterly bonus or, God forbid, an annual bonus. Is really hard to make tangible until the week before. What you should do, this might be hard for a new business to implement, but if you are just getting started, just getting your first employees, it could be really, really good to just build this system out from the beginning. So what you should look at for determining your new pay on these performance rates is start with your weekly average revenue, right? Take that number of how much the business brings in every week and then work backward from there to determine what percentage of that employees are currently getting. Let's say you have, just to do really, really simple math here, you have a 2-man crew. They perform totally back of napkin math. This is not, don't use this to set your rates. Let's say they bring in $1,000 a week. We are going to then look at their hourly rate. So they work $40 40 hours a week. They get paid $20 a week, $20 an hour. And let's say that one of those guys completed 25 jobs for a total of $3,500. 40 hours times $20 an hour means that your employee netted $800 in hourly wages that week. $800 is about 22.9%, 23% of that $3,500. So what we have to do is break that down for employees, show them that, and then give them a way to boost that to 25%, right? So give them a way to boost that to 25, 30% by hitting certain targets, right? So we want to have, a certain number of jobs completed with hitting our quality standards. When you need to deal with callbacks and rushed jobs, if there is a callback on a lawn this is important, that is for a real complaint, that is the fault of the employees, then we need to, lose that incentive, right? If a crew has to come back out to do something again because they rushed through it, then, we're going to lose that opportunity for bonus pay. But the reason I emphasize that it needs to be a legitimate complaint is that you do not want to have a situation where employees come to hate a particular customer who's just picky or a jerk, because they're probably, already going to have negative feelings toward that person. But if that person is then taking money out of their pocket, that's going to be a problem. So I would make sure that that if there's a client that you already know is a problem, that is a complainer, I would go ahead and kind of lead with an example of a complaint that you would not penalize, or you shouldn't call it penalizing. You should just say that, they lose the incentive. Work that out. Make this clear and concise for employees. Show them. We have seen companies offering as high as 33.33%. And it's great because employees know then that they're making a significant percentage of the job. You're increasing their sense of ownership, right? Of their route, they are thinking about what percentage they get, not just how much they make an hour, right? So you're making them a part of the business, the future success of the business, the profitability of the business, the efficiency of the business. All of your incentives as the business owner become aligned with employees when you're giving them a straight percentage. And it helps people feel less taken advantage of, right? When we're just cracking the whip and demanding people work faster and harder for, the same amount of money, it's really easy for them to feel defeated by that and to not feel like, they're being incentivized towards the goals of the business. It's when you start having grumbling and complaining among the ranks. So if you take really good care of your people and make it where their goals are aligned with yours, you're going to make more money. They're going to make more money. Your customers are going to be happier. This is a win-win-win all the way to the bank. I would challenge you to figure out how you can integrate some version of pay for performance in your lawn care and landscaping business this spring. Listen to the podcast this week. We're going to be talking to Cameron Kozeny, who owns a lawn care and landscaping business and has pay for performance in his business, has been using it for several years now. It's going to be really, really good. That is available wherever you listen to podcasts. Lightspeed Lawn Care Marketing. Give it a search. And if you're listening over there, leave us a rating and review, please. It would help us out.